In this video we're going to explain in detail all the weaknesses of the devil fruits that are known until now. First, we should distinguish between two major devil fruit weaknesses. The first one nullifies the control of the user of a devil fruit over his body while making him feel very weak, and those are water and karaseki/sea stone. Those two don't delete the devil fruit abilities that a devil fruit user have, but they weaken the body of the devil fruit, making his control over his own body unrestrained and therefore having no control over his devil fruit abilities that his body possesses. And the proof is when Arlong throws Luffy underwater, Luffy still had all his devil fruit properties of his body as they stretched his neck to the surface so that he can breathe. However, he had no control over his body. Between the two, the karaseki/sea stone seems to have an instant effect, while water should make contact with a devil fruit user body of approximately 20% to 30% of the entire body, as it was explained in a SBS biota that water should get above the knees of a devil fruits to weaken him/her. Nevertheless, it seems unknown if Logia devil fruit users while affected by karaseki/sea stone or water if they will retain their intangibility as part of their devil fruit abilities and nature overall. Just like Luffy retained his elasticity and rubberiness underwater, that I think will depend if the intangibility of Logia's, as it is still unknown if it's willingly or unwillingly utilized. If it's willingly used, then they will lose it when affected by water or sea stone, but in my opinion, I think it's unwillingly used and always activated unless there is a joke or a funny gag that Oda would like to make, or an element that solidifies the body of a Logia user is in direct contact with his body, and we will come to that later. Now when it comes to natural weaknesses and armament Haki, I think the reaction of a devil fruit to those two elements is the same, and the proof is when Crocodile loses his intangibility against Luffy while facing his weakness against slightly wet surfaces and bodies. That will be the same thing if Luffy did had armament Haki at that time, because the two elements while in contact with a devil fruit body, they nullify the ability or abilities that a certain devil fruit user have while he does have a total control over his body, unlike water and sea stone, and in the case of Logias they solidify their bodies and make them tangible, and conflict damage to all devil fruit users as if they are normal humans. The case of a devil fruit against another devil fruit is more complicated than what I thought, but we should simplify it in the beginning. After research I concluded that there are three types of confrontations possible between two devil fruits. The first is when two devil fruit abilities doesn't harm each other, which is a rare case, as the only case I am aware of is Ace vs Smoker. Smoke and fire don't harm each other and their fight was considered a waste of time. And second, is when a devil fruit is superior to another one, like Aokaji's devil fruit being superior to Monet and the Tun fruit being superior to the Kilo fruit, and so on. This category doesn't mean that the superior fruit does nullify the inferior one, as it's possible that if the inferior one have a more experienced and powerful user, who uses his devil fruit abilities more efficiently, he can beat the superior devil fruit owner in theory. And the third case is when a devil fruit nullifies totally all the abilities of another devil fruit. The most known case is when Luffy was unaffected against Enel's terrifying devil fruit abilities and even his intangibility was negated by Luffy. So this type of confrontation is very unbalanced, as Luffy had a total upper hand when it comes to their devil fruits. This last category is definitely a major weakness that a devil fruit might have against another one, which is not the case in the first and second cases. And in a fight of that condition, if all other combat aspects like raw power, speed, Haki and so on are equal, the upper hand will be at the end to the one who have the most favorable devil fruit of the two. The last major weakness is a power that a certain devil fruit have, and it is proclaimed to be the most powerful devil fruit in One Piece, that renders all devil fruit users kind of helpless when dealing with it, and it's the Yami Yami no Mi. This devil fruit is the only known way that a devil fruit user can no longer have any of his devil fruit abilities when affected by its darkness ability, and in fact, it seems like his devil fruit is not even present in his body as it is sucked out of him. That if his body is in direct contact with the darkness ability of this devil fruit, his body seems no longer having his devil fruit and it's now just like an ordinary body as it was before eating the devil fruit. That for some people who are very depending on their devil fruit abilities is a nightmare, but not for those who have more abilities to depend on like Haki, physical power and speed and more other combat techniques. I hope you enjoyed the video. Rate the video, leave a comment to tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, then check out some of my other videos and subscribe accordingly. Thanks for watching.